And I'm fine with it, really, but I don't necessarily love it. Look at this. It's all overwintered. This is wild to me. I'm a zone 7B now. We have very mild winters now. We haven't had a very cold winter or much for a very long time. And I've been in this state for 18 years. So I think we are quite different than we used to be. Oh, look at all these little eggs of some sort. Nope. Nope and nope. We have onions growing in our green stalks, most of our green stalks this year. I've been having issues with bugs tearing into the greenery. And I think allium leaf miners, is that what they're called? Something like that. So I don't know if I'm going to get onions this year, which makes me really sad because they are a large part of my salsa situation. And I was so excited, but it is what it is. And this feverfew is robust. It was 3 little plants last year, and they did fine. But now it's like ginormous. So I will have plenty of feverfew for filler this year. Breadseed poppies, which take forever and some tender loving care. Also some Lysianthus thrown in there. I need to go through apparently and look a lot more of their leaves to see if there's more things that have put its eggs on it. Cucumber beetles are on and in almost every single one of my plants. They are a pain in the butt. But we'll see how many or how these breadseed poppies do. There's a number of plants. I spread so many seeds that I had collected from last year, and then also I spread some new seeds too. This is one of our new roses. I never had roses before. You saw the one in the front. This is Charles Darwin. A bird pooped on it apparently. Right, Charles Darwin? Yeah. Let's look. Oh, yeah, Charles Darwin. And this one has a lovely little obelisk. Very excited about that. No buds on this one yet. Interesting. This one is definitely the largest currently. And then I actually planted some onions around this because I heard that helps with beetles. I've never had beetles as an issue here, but who the heck knows. Sedum, Autumn Joy, new. Echinops, retro. And then there's Platinum Blue. That one got destroyed last year. It looks like something also destroyed part of my sedum. And I think this is a dahlia. So that means that there was a tuber left in here because this bed used to be dahlias, which is fine. But these are doing okay. And this is a raspberry scoop. I think echinacea. And these are dying daffodils. We will put something on top of them. Last year it was nasturtium. These are our second year Craspedia. And wow, second year Craspedia. Ginormous. Holy moly. These heads are huge. I tried planting more. And the shifts in temperature, it's just been wild. And these were also covered in aphids. It's been a whole situation with Craspedia this year, but what I get and when I get it, they are amazing, and I'm really enjoying the Craspedia. Hopefully, this was a full bed last year. Hopefully we'll have more plants or enough plants to get some really good Craspedia out of here. This is a bed of peppers and cucumbers. Cucumbers are kind of meh. The cucumber beetles are atrocious, as I've mentioned multiple times. So, and I don't spray with any pesticide or anything. So, we'll see how it goes. But these peppers are Carmen's, and they always do really well. And they did well last year, so hopefully we'll benefit from that. And maybe I'll get some cucumbers. I'm not super pressed by it. I can buy cucumbers at the farmer's market from other folks if I have to. But they are trellising back here and they're doing all right. I planted some lilies in this raised bed. They're doing quite well. Hopefully we will see those later this summer. We have lilies in crates that I planted a while ago, and I had them in the greenhouse and then moved them outside. So these will be flowering soon. I have 3 sets of those, and gladiolas back here in this other one. There's also technically lilies in the landscape back here. This bed gets ravaged by squirrels, groundhogs, you name it. It's back here. Also, everybody else's weeds and things from other yards come through the fence here, and we try to control it, but it is just a hard situation. So I don't know, but I try. And typically back here is usually shade for a little bit, but mostly full sun. But this year a neighbor's tree is blocking all of that, and isn't usually. So wasn't expecting that. Our fountain needs to be cleaned really bad, but it's lovely and I love the noise of water. This phlox back here does not have an issue with phlox bugs. So I left it and it's quite pretty next to the fountain. I try to have this fountain be mostly lavender. So there's a fair amount of lavender that's been planted in front of here. That lavender is it's a number of years old. There's some anemones in here, but soon, over the years, the lavender is going to continue to grow and it's going to look fabulous once, it does its thing. I need to show you that. Oh no, it doesn't have as much sun right now because the sun has shifted. But this is my favorite new bird bath area. I will move this into the sun though, so that maybe it will. There we go. Before it was really kicking up and it was staying constant, but this is a new bird bath area. I've learned that if I make sure that the birds have water and water to play in and all of that, they will leave my fruits and veg alone. So that is a new fountain for this year. Replaced the other solar fountain that we had there. I really like it. And it was like $45 from Lowe's. It's cement. Okay, so we've been getting a lot of strawberries from here. They're getting eaten by Lillian or ants. And I try with little organza bags, but I kind of fail at getting them. They often get on the strawberries before I can even get to them. Yep, do you see this? Golly. It's a losing battle, but there's some yarrow in here. This whole area is going to be transformed for next year. We're hoping to have a big giant trellis up here. That's what I'm saving up my monies for. And just change this area a lot. And then gladiolas. This is a whole gladiola section. I do have some lavender planted in here, and then some tomatillos, which I grew from seed, and some cress, because my big tomatillo, it needs a companion for it to actually set fruit, and my other tomatillo died. So this one needs a friend. And so I have other ones down there that hopefully will grow up and provide this one a friend. But this one seems to really get chomped on by I don't know what. Maybe this little thing. Whatever you are. I don't know. But it still looks okay. So we'll see how it goes. This is all tomatoes in here. they're doing quite well. We have a variety: Sun Gold, Red Pride. There's a pepper in there. In the front, there's either cress or basil, and marigolds. Sun Gold, Red Pride. Red Pride's a determinate. Sun Gold's a indeterminate cherry style. San Marzano, I've never grown that before. And Ruby Crush, determinate. Strawberry Fields, indeterminate. Slicer. And Black Strawberry, which I grow pretty much every year. So there's a large variety here, trellising up, and we do have some fruits on, I think that's the Ruby Crush. Yeah. Most of our peppers I grow in these galvanized buckets, and they do really, really well. This is the Carmen variety. I have some peonies sort of rooting in there that will eventually go probably in the landscape or maybe the bed as I flip out garlic. And then these are the other two lily crates. Green stalk that has onions in it, but I think the rain in combination with pests has killed this one off for the most part. But I also have some peppers in here, some dwarf peppers and a dwarf tomato. You know, you can only do your best. And then I still have some peppers here I'm actually gifting to a community garden, and then a cucumber that seems to be doing quite good just hanging out over here. It does need to go into the ground, and some basil and some more marigolds, cut flower marigolds that need to get a home. Ooh, 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 oh. Oh, get off of here, little bug. I think this one might be okay. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know what type of bug that is, but they just love my strawberries. Loofah. I was just testing to see if my seeds that I pulled from my loofahs last year would do okay, and they did. So, hooray. Garlic. We have this bed of garlic, that bed of garlic, those two beds of garlic, and they are starting their scapes, and honestly, they have started to swizzle. So some of these are ready for the scapes to actually be cut. And I keep having to come in and pull weeds because they are having a huge issue with weeds this year. And this is just, I'm just going to pull that. This is a little teeny tiny garlic, and this is just not doing well on this edge. So I'm going to pull these out. And there's just been so many weeds, but everything on the edge, or some of the things on the edge, just haven't been doing very well. So, and I don't know why that is. Maybe they were too tight. It is what it is, but this also has a scape on it. So I can grab that off of there. And I technically can use this too. I think we've had issues with too much water. It's been too hot. It's been too much water. It's been a weird season. So garlic, it'll be fine. We'll be fine. And we'll have a good harvest, hopefully. Back here is all jalapenos, either dwarf or the Jedi ones. I really like Jedi. They are looking really good. These are all dwarf peppers. I think these are all fresh bites, dwarf peppers. And then up front is Gomphrena. This is Carmen pepper, Carmen, and Carmen. And we have been getting some peppers, and these suckers get big and juicy and super red. Oh my gosh. My neighbors all have really big trees, and the trees have been dropping their little helicopters. And that means they were all in my beds. This is the dahlia area. I need to come and do some corralling strings. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are now coming up that a neighbor gave me. I just recently put straw down, so that's why all the little straw beds here. And these were all dahlias that I had growing in a bed last year that I pulled, moved, separated, and overwintered. And they're doing quite well. They've already been pruned, pinched. So hopefully I won't get broomstalk stems, but you never know around here. I'm always worried. Okay, that's just soil. That things just have crazy bugs on them. Apparently there's a gladiola in there. Don't know why. Also, I didn't mention, these are 2 new beds. These were wooden beds, and we took out the wooden beds. These are galvanized beds. These are Vigo beds, and it's the novel kind, and I love the look of the novel type. This is also, I think this is a Vigo. Either this or this one, I can't remember. One's a Birdie's. It's like missing, it doesn't have these 2 bumps, and I like that look better. I like that flat look. I think it looks a little bit more timeless. I don't know if that's the word I want to use. I don't think so, but I like that a lot more than like the bumps. It looks too much more like a roof this way. That looks more, I don't know, like a bed. I also really like that color. I like the green too, but I think I really like the white. These are the Canterbury bells back here. Also, they were overwintered. I do have some pink and purple back here. I thought it was just the lavender. The lavenders were the first ones that came out, and they're pretty much all cut now. But it looks like we also have some pinks and purples back here too. I didn't grow any white because white tends to get attacked by bugs. This was my main crop of Sweet William back here. All different varieties. It's been pretty much cut and used, and so now we're just getting smaller stems. And then this was overwintered Rudbeckia, which looks like it's gonna start blooming soon. And it looks pretty good. I see some heads, I think, so we'll see what happens. Back here, these marigolds, everything in here looks like it has been eaten by something. It was doing fine, wasn't having any issues. They were all looking great. And then something is eating and chomping back here. I don't know what it is. But it's okay. These were just leftover plants that I had, so I popped them in here. And this was parts of the beds that were back here that I put together just to have another bed area. Because I was like, why not? And we'll see how things go. So it's zinnias and marigolds. And then this is all garlic. Some of it's garlic I purchased. A lot of it is garlic that I kept from last year. Some of like my largest cloves from last year. We are getting scapes, and things are looking pretty good over here. A spider has made its web amongst my garlic. Interesting. These are a little slower than the other ones as far as scapes go, but they look good. We'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to be popping in here once this is done. I did think that maybe, like, do I make this area into a perennial bed, and do I do peonies? But I think this whole area here has the potential to be changed up at some point, and so I don't want to put something in there like a peony that could get changed up. So we have an issue on this side of the yard with our neighbor's tree's roots searching for water and taking over some of these beds at the bottom. Like, it's really thick like little root shoots. So I don't know. This is to be determined. But back here, right there, there's going to be a lovely hoop trellis circle is what I'm thinking. And a bed, and it's going to be a whole different situation. I've already bought some components of it, so I'm very excited. Very, very excited by it. Over here, we had lilac, and this was the first year that I actually cut lilac for bouquets. I have done a prune back of the lilac because it was a little unruly, but it has plenty of greenery for energy for next year, so I'm not worried by that. But I did have lilac in bouquets this year, and it was smells so good. This is calendula that self-seeds itself here, as well as this feverfew, and I just let it go because calendula is a good trap top for aphids, although they don't seem to be on this one this year, so it's not doing their job because I got a lot of aphid issues. And then another Carmen pepper, because I grow peppers wherever I can. Here's an example of another Cherry Falls, and this one's got a lot of toms on it and is growing more stems. I should probably put some straw on top of here just so it retains moisture a little bit better, but these are doing quite well, I think. Potatoes and grow bags doing quite well. I think we had the rain was just a little too much for some of them, so you can tell usually with the leaves, particularly closer to the straw. But these potato plants are looking really good. By July, we should have a really good harvest of a variety of different potatoes. And then over here is a determinate Roma style. I think it's Italian Roma is the one that I have over here growing on this red trellis. I like these red trellises, although this shouldn't be doing that. These are good for peppers and for tomatoes. I really like this trellis unit. And they're stackable. Over here, I planted some lavender. I also threw in like extra onions because why not? So I also planted a rose over here that's supposed to be okay with part shade. So in the morning, there's a lot of sun over here, but then it shifts to being more shady. And this is Roald Dahl. Over here, we need to get a shipment of from our city mulch to mulch in here. This is my peony plant that actually bloomed this year. I think it's Duchess Stenomois, something like that. It was white with a little hint of pink in the petals. Oh my gosh, it smelled amazing. It had multiple blooms. Only one of them lasted because some creature ate through buds. But I did have one, and it looks really good. And this is a 4th year. I think it's almost 4th year. Could be 3rd. I think it's 4th. And then there's some gladiolas along here. I don't remember when we planted those, but apparently we did. And then I popped in some extra marigolds because I had them. I was like, I don't know if they're going to do okay over here, but they actually seem to like it. So, okie dokes. This is, I talked about it before, but this is the rain barrel system that Steve put together. It's doing quite well. We get lots and lots of water. It's 150 gallons. And it's mostly full. I did use some of it today because we've had a lot of rain. I need more rain barrels because I could have collected so much rain this week. Hostas loving their life on this side of the house, as well as the hellebores. I want more of them. We need more mulch. We need to weed over here. This is not the most cared for side of the house. Creatures like our dogs tend to play in the hostas, so they get destroyed. and not really much else. But I do want to get a more hellebores. And then we're back in the front. You kind of get a view from here of what I see when I walk from the back garden to the front and the back of the sunflowers. Thanks for coming along, and oh, look, a little froggy. So thanks for coming along, and if you have any questions, let me know, and we'll see you on next month's tour. Bye.